Hey, what's up, guys? Jim Miller versus Nate Diaz announced for UFC on Fox 3 in New Jersey. Jim Miller is 21-3 in his MMA record, and Nate Diaz is 15-7. And Nate Diaz is a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt, a high-level boxer. He's almost as good a boxer as his older brother, Nick. And to be honest, if this fight goes to the ground, I see Nate submitting Jim Miller. But Jim Miller is a well-rounded fighter. We've seen what happens when Nate fights fighters that are bigger and really strong wrestlers. They throw him around. And I think Nate is going to have to win by his punching. And Nate looked incredible in his last fight. And he had the most punches landed in a fight. It was like 200 punches or something. And he just fucked up the Cowboy. Made Cowboy look like garbage. And that fool's no joke. And Jim Miller is a beastly dude. Like I said, he is a good wrestler. He has great ground and pound. He has ever improving stand-up. But is it a stand-up on the level of the Diaz brothers? I don't think so. The way I see this fight going is, if it goes to the ground, Nate always loves to throw the triangle when he's on the ground, and that's his like signature move. Basically, he goes for that every time. We would see on the stand-up a lot of that Stockton slap boxing that they like to do, where they just rain a lot of punches, but they're not there to hurt you. They're to mess with you until they get you rocked, and they go in for the kill. But you have, on the other hand, a high-level wrestler with great ground and pound, decent stand-up, and he's a lot bigger than Nate. Nate is a, I guess you could say, a smaller 155. Just his body frame, he's not very muscular. He's more like, you can see it, he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He likes to box and submit guys. And he does like to run his mouth and talk crap in the cage. That's just his style. And I would love to hear what you guys got to say. Do you think Nate is going to beat Jim Miller? I really think it's Nate's time, because Nate's, you can see him, he's at that peak where he's getting so good that people that are good are just getting whooped. And I think he's going to take this fight and basically dominate it. I will never count out a Diaz brother ever in a fight. They're not the types to back down. They're the type who are always up in your face, coming forward, and they don't quit. Jim Miller, he doesn't quit. You've seen him fighting his last fight. He never gave up. He's only lost like 1 or 2 times in the UFC, and I'm not counting out Jim Miller. I love both fighters. I think they're the type of fighters that need to be in the UFC. They actually fight and not run around the cage like some people you might know who ran around the cage against Nate's older brother. Yeah, and he still won. But anyways, with that said, please rate, hit, comment, subscribe. Do you think the bigger, stronger wrestler is going to beat the boxer, jiu-jitsu fighter? So with that said, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace on the street, son.